Performing arts, like theater.
Okay. So what are you doing to try to get yourself in theater?
I can always go back to school. I have money saved up to attend college whenever I feel like it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you don't work towards your hopes and dreams, they're not going to happen. I mean, you may be walking down the street one day and somebody may come up to you and say, wow, that looks like somebody who should be in arts. But usually it doesn't happen.
Let it fill in. You get brought up. We talked to Gabriella. She has no problem with it.
Okay. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 3050A State of Texas versus Gabriela Sanchez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Mick Aguilera standing against for Lorraine Efron.
All right.
On behalf of Lorraine Efron with Gabriella.
All right, Ms. Sanchez, do you have any objections to Mr. Aguilera standing in for Lorraine Efron?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
She has.
All right, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Again, this is you're not eligible for community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as the factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sanchez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine, affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. State recommends deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration 2023 CR 3051B. There's to be restitution, if any, to Jose Casares, Miguel Rosas, Ashley Almeida. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. And by the way, Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Thank you. Did you review the paragraph with your attorney entitled waiver of appeal? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement, state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 10 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Jose Casares, Miguel Rosas, and Ashley Almeida. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
And we have no objection, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused. showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, and a right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, if you'll consider it, the state saw fit to recommend supervision.
All right, anything you want to say on behalf? I'm sorry, anything you wish to say? Ms. Sanchez?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. If you drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Um,
And you've just seen
Marijuana.
somebody else has been tested. Marijuana, anything else?
no, ma'am.
All right, why are you using marijuana?
Just to use it?
All right, so that's going to stop. You understand? Because you're going to be on deferred adjudication here. And marijuana is not legal in Texas, and it's not legal while you're on probation. Are you employed?
No, Your Honor.
So how are you supporting yourself?
My boyfriend.
All right, do you have any children?
No,
Where are your parents?
they're outside.
Okay, how old are you?
19.
And when you say they're outside in the hallway?
Mhm.
Do they know what's going on with this case?
I don't know.
So they just showed up and you tell them to wait outside?
They just showed up. I don't have a good relationship with them.
Okay, why not?
We just don't get along.
Why? The reason why I'm asking these questions is because I'm trying to give you conditions of probation. Like if there's something in your past that happened between you and your parents, then maybe you may need help with that to address that issue. But if it's a question of they don't like your boyfriend and you don't want to abide by their rules and they say, well, you can't stay here, then that's something completely different. So what are your issues with them?
My father mistreats me.
Okay. All right, there's going to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Getting a job.
But I mean, what do you want to do? Like what are your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations?
Performing arts, like theater.
Okay. So what are you doing to try to get yourself in theater?
I can always go back to school. I have money saved up to attend college whenever I feel like it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you don't work towards your hopes and dreams, they're not going to happen. I mean, you may be walking down the street one day and somebody may come up to you and say, wow, that looks like somebody who should be in arts. But usually it doesn't happen. I will tell you, a lot of the older actors from what they call old Hollywood, they would work at a theater and then they ended up becoming actors and actresses. Lauren Bacall worked at a theater as a cigarette girl. They don't have those anymore. All right. 10 years deferred adjudication, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, restitution and no contact, and that's restitution, if any, to Jose Caceres, Miguel Rojas, Ashley Almina. There's going to be 250 hours community service restitution. If she attends college or goes to some kind of trade school where she's trying to make her dreams come true, then the court will consider waiving those community service hours. So whether you want to just be doing busy work, although community services, you learn something whenever you do it. But if you want to do something to better yourself, then I'm giving you that opportunity. So some type of trade school or college. And if you're going to do college, the court requires full time. And for the court, that's at least 9 hours. There is to be anger management, regular reporting, by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want regular UAs, and I want her tested for levels. Field visits one time per month for 3 months. And probation, if there are no issues after 3 months, then you may do field visits however you see fit. All right, probation, is there anything else she needs? We can do a TAP evaluation. All right, anything else you need from the court?
No, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. This could have went south so quickly, and you could be looking at maybe doing prison time. So you need to think before you act. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Just remain in court, and probation are going to go over conditions with you.
Thank you.
All right, and probation, can we get a drug test on her to see where she is? Hi. Hi. So one, I didn't notice your clothes. You dressed inappropriately for court. Number two, you're positive for cocaine as well. So how often are you using?
I don't use any other drug besides marijuana in
So,
my life.
so who gave you the marijuana?
I bought it from
A
a
friend?
friend of a friend.
All right. Well, your friend of a friend, if you're not using cocaine, then they're putting something extra in your marijuana. And that's why I always tell people, when you're using drugs, there's no label on the outside, with inspected by telling you what you're using.
Mhm.
You are not, that's either yes or no. You're not allowed to be using drugs while you're on probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so are you and your boyfriend using the same supplier?
No.
All right. So have a seat. And where is the boyfriend? Has he already left?
Yes.
He's already left? All right. He's probably waiting for her outside because her parents are here. She doesn't have any other ride. All right. Just have a seat.